Namaskar, good evening, everyone. And today it is my proud privilege that we are going to have the discussion about the green education. I want to appreciate the efforts of Mr. Kamal Goda from Sri Lanka because he has collaborated with UNICEF and he is working for greening the education. It means that the students and everybody, and we should educate people about the, not only planting the trees, of course, that is our main thing, but also how to arrest the climate change. What is happening to our planet today? We are heating it due to the various activities of the human, all of us. So we should educate our people in society, in the schools, in the colleges, and around the world that we should try to reduce the temperature of our atmosphere so that tomorrow we'll have a good future. And for that, we have people like speakers from Kashmir University. Again, it is my privilege to present them for this particular topic, that how to save the biodiversity. So the Kashmir University is taking a role in doing the research about how to save the animals, how to just plant different types of trees and keep the Kashmir green and the planet green. Kashmir is beautiful place on the planet Earth. So whatever these people are doing, so it is really needed. And now I will request Mrs. Basu just to introduce these two young ladies, young educators for today's program. Please start.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. A very, very good evening to one and all. And we welcome you to our International Conference on Quality Education 2024. And so today's topic is biodiversity and green education. Yeah. So it's high time to think about the earth, the environment, and the nature for our own survival, right? Yes. So for that, today we have two dynamic, youthful speakers from heaven on earth. Yes. And who would shed light on this topic. So I would like to introduce Ms. Shazia Shafayat, a PhD research scholar from Department of Geology, University of Kashmir. Thank you for being here. And it's an honor to introduce Ms. Laraiba Hamid. I hope I pronounced your name correct.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I'm glad to.
Yes.
I'm very glad that you have given me this opportunity. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rashmi ma'am.
Thank you. You are welcome.
Yeah, she's also a PhD research scholar from the Department of Geology, University of Kashmir. Yeah. So biodiversity is essential for the processes that support all life on Earth, including humans, isn't it? So without a wide range of animals, plants, and microorganisms, we cannot have a healthy ecosystem. So let's hear from them what they have to say.
So Laraiba also we can introduce right now. Laraiba Hamid also introduce.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
So I once again extend a warm welcome to these young dynamic speakers. So thank you so much for being here.
Laraiba Hamid also you are having two profiles.
Yes, I did.
So do for her also now only.
Yes, yes, I did. Anything else? So we would hear from the speakers. They would tell us how.
Okay. Who is going to speak first? Laraiba or you?
Shazia?
Shazia, one. Shazia,
I'll be speaking first. I will be speaking first. After me, Eva will take up.
Okay, fine. Please start.
I'll be sharing my presentation.
Very good. So what's your research work, Shazia?
My research work is bird diversity of Kashmir, especially in the riverine areas. So I will be giving the same here.
Okay, very good.
Information related to them here also I will be sharing. We are here to discuss bird diversity of Kashmir. That's with reference to riverine birds. First of all, I will give a brief introduction related to the biodiversity, reflecting the unique geographical and climatic conditions of this region. Jammu and Kashmir is home to 867 vertebrate species, representing 14% of all species in India. Birds dominate, accounting for 64%, followed by mammals. That's 13%, reptiles 7%, fishes 14%, and amphibians 2%. Jammu and Kashmir harbors 1,485 invertebrate species, constituting 2% of India's total species. Arthropods 89% dominate, followed by rotifers 8% and molluscs less than 2%. As far as conservation is concerned, the state faces conservation challenges as large masses of the state are not aware of the conservation states of various diversity animals and birds of this region. Among the 71 threatened species, birds, mammals, reptiles, and amphibians are at risk. Now coming to my topic, that's birds. I will give first a brief introduction. They are called as feathered bipeds, warm-blooded vertebrates belonging to the class Aves. They have feathers, toothless beak jaws, laying of hard-shelled eggs is their one of the feature, and a high metabolic rate, a four-chambered heart, and a strong yet lightweight skeleton, which enables them to fly. There are approximately different species into 4,253 families and 2,384 genera, as per International Ornithological Committee. India is home to a remarkable diversity of bird species, contributing significantly to the global avian population that vary across its diverse landscape from dense forests to arid deserts. In India, as of 2023, there have been 1,377 species of birds recorded, which represent approximately 13.77% of the world's bird species. One species country and 212 species are globally threatened. As per the which were in 23 Indian birds, where various bird watchers, researchers collaborate, they made a report about birds. In this report, raptors, migratory shorebirds, and ducks have showed to be declined Birds that live in key habitats like open ecosystems, rivers, and coastals have declined. That means we need to conserve birds as well as their habitats, which are important stuff. But coming to the birds particularly found in Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir has 592 species of birds belonging to 21 orders and 88 families. 7 species reported from Jammu and Kashmir endemic to Western Himalaya. 25 species are classified as globally threatened by the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. As of 2023, species of highest conservation priority were determined in J&K, and these were ruddy shelduck, northern pintail, western tragopan, chair pheasant, bearded vulture, white trumpet vulture, sulfur-bellied warbler, wall creeper, brown dipper, Tibetan blackbird, Kashmir flycatcher, plumbeous redstart, blue-capped rock thrush. Among these, which were declared as a species of highest conservation priority, 4 were chosen as the most. They are wall creeper, plumbeous redstart, Tibetan blackbird, and Kashmir flycatcher. Others, as their habitats are being degraded, these birds aren't given as much concern as others, so these need to be conserved at large among the others. Now, if we talk about the riverine birds, I will be talking about the specialist riverine birds as well as opportunistic, but mainly found in the riverine areas of Kashmir. The riverine areas here include wetlands as well as rivers and its tributaries. The main river flowing in the Kashmir is River Jhelum, and its tributaries, various tributaries joining this River Jhelum, flowing through various districts of Jammu and Kashmir. But mainly, I will be concerning River Jhelum and its tributaries because I have gone through River Jhelum and its tributaries that I have gone through. Red starts in Kashmir, 9 red starts are found. That's white capped red start, plumbeous red start, white bellied red start, blue fronted red start, everman's red start, blue capped red start, common red start, white winged red start, and black red start. These red starts all prefer rocky riverbeds, waterfalls, and moss covered boulders. These red starts are specialist riverine birds because they can't live without these rivers. Their main feeding habitat, breeding habitat, nesting habitat, as well as roosting habitat is rivers. So rivers are very, very important for these birds to survive. These indicate if these species are present near a river in the riverine areas, it indicates that the health of this riverine zone is good. While not globally threatened, it's crucial for riverine ecosystem health. Its decline would signal habitat degradation. That means whenever these habitats are degraded, these red starts will get declined with them because their habitats would be punished. Now coming to the another bird, that's sandpiper. This sandpiper, it has 8 species in Kashmir. That's terrestrial sandpiper, common sandpiper, green sandpiper, marsh sandpiper, wood sandpiper, broadbill sandpiper, sharp-tailed sandpiper, and curlew sandpiper. Now, these sandpipers, as per State of Indian Birds, have declined from the last 13 years, and their decline rate is 30%. From all states, they are a group of wading birds from along riverbanks, marshes, and mudflats. They forage for invertebrates in shallow waters and wetlands. Their evidence reflects the availability of food source and water quality. Monitoring sandpipers helps gauge ecosystem health. Brown dipper is aptly named for its, that's another species, that brown dipper. Firstly, I will say that this bird is so fascinating as it, when we see this bird, it dives like a man is diving in the swimming pool. Same is the case with this bird. It dives under the water. The brown dipper is aptly named for its unique behavior of dipping and bobbing along stream edges. Its habitat is small. Plum birds are perfectly adapted for life in fast-flowing rivers. They forage underwater, feeding on aquatic insects, larvae, and small fishes. Brown dippers are excellent indicators of water quality. Their presence indicates clean, oxygen-rich water with a thriving insect population. This bird is mainly through wherever this human bird not be found. But but I have been found one site, that is the Drang, which is the famous tourist spot where this bird thrives along with the humans. There I have seen this. But except that, this bird is never ever seen where the humans are present. The brown dipper is of national concern in some regions, like Himachal Pradesh. This bird is of concern in Himachal Pradesh because its population is declining in there. Its habitat loss and water population impact population. Protecting their habitats ensure the preservation of pristine riverine ecosystems. Their decline could signal pollution or habitat alterations. Now coming to the another bird, that's a riverine bird also. That's wagtail. Wagtail, 6 types of wagtails are found in Kashmir. That's forest wagtail, grey wagtail, western yellow wagtail, citrine wagtail, white broad wagtail, and white wagtail. These wagtails are slender, long-tailed birds often seen near water bodies. These wagtails have a special feature. In Kashmiri, they are called as duibar. What this means is like they are always waving their tails. Whenever we see this bird, we'll see that is always wagging its tail. This bird, it inhabits riverbanks, lake shores, and wet meadows. Indicated species, their presence indicates suitable breeding and foraging grounds. Wagtails are not globally threatened, but their habitats are at risk due to urbanization and water pollution. Conservation importance is there, that they protecting their habitats benefits all diversity, not only this bird but also other birds. The other bird, that's forktails, trees are found the spotted forktail. Little forktail is small than the here shown, this bird here that I have shown is spotted forktail. So little forktail is smaller than this spotted forktail. These forktails are small insectivorous birds with distinctive white tail tips. These forktails inhabit fast-flowing streams and forested areas. Their well-being reflects water quality and habitat integrity. Forktails are near threatened global populations are vulnerable to disturbance such as deforestation, pollution, and habitat fragmentation. Ensuring their survival contributes to healthy river ecosystems. Another bird, ringed plover. This little ringed plover, these are delightful birds, have grayish brown or sandy brown upper parts and upper wings, while their lower parts, including the breast, belly, flanks, and vent regions, are white in color. These small waders have distinctive eye rings. Their habitat, they nest on riverbanks and sandy shores. Their breeding success reflects habitat suitability. That means if they breed well and on the river banks, their habitat is suitable for them and free of disturbances such as encroachments by humans, free of mining, pebble extraction, boulder extraction. This plover is dream Firozpur Nala. But elsewhere, I have not seen this bird, and that too in small numbers because of encroachment by locals because of mining, boulder extraction, and other climatic conditions, climatic factors that's going on. And being such important species, we need to aware masses, we need to aware people about the importance of these birds. Now coming to kingfishers. Kingfishers, 4 species of kingfishers are found in Kashmir. That's common kingfisher, white-throated kingfisher, crested kingfisher, and pied kingfisher. Now here I have shown crested kingfisher because it's very rare, and during my study I have found it only at one place. That's Ningli Nala, the Nala whose water was mentioned also in the books, history books. That was such pristine water, and now it's degrading because interest in preserving birds and animals. Kingfishers are colorful birds known for their fishing prowess. Their habitat, near water bodies, perching on branches or rocks. These are indicator species. That means they indicate abundant fish population and clean water. That means wherever they are found, that means here the fish population is in good number and the water is clean. Conservation importance, protecting their habitat supports overall aquatic health, not only these birds, but also the other birds as well. If we consider these common kingfisher also, except the other fishers, kingfishers, common kingfisher has also been in less numbers as compared to previously, as we need much protection for these areas. Herons. Herons. Now coming to the animal species, that's herons. 5 heron species in Kashmir. That's black crowned night heron, straighted heron, Indian pond heron, grey heron, and purple heron. Heron species are water-loving birds, so they are found mainly near waters. They inhabit wetlands, marshes, and riverbanks. Their presence indicates thriving wetland ecosystem. Heron species are of national concern, emphasizing the need for targeted conservation efforts. Protecting their habitats benefits coral diversity. The other species, that's egrets, these are 5 species in Kashmir: little egret, western reef egret, eastern cattle egret, great egret, and intermediate egret. Egrets are primarily wetland birds, often found near water bodies such as marshes, lakes, ponds, and coastal areas. Their long legs and specialized beaks allow them to wade in shallow water while hunting for prey. These elegant birds thrive in diverse ecosystems where they can feed on fish, amphibians, insects, and other small creatures. Another bird is lapwings. There are 6 species in Kashmir. That's northern lapwing, river lapwing, yellow wattle lapwing, red wattle lapwing, sociable lapwing, and white-tailed lapwing. Lapwings are ground nesting birds belonging to the plover group of wading birds. They are also widely known as peewits. Despite their historical presence on farmlands throughout England, lapwings have suffered a major decline in recent decades. They are now recognized as a species of high conservation concern. Now, the wall creeper, that's scientifically known as its name. Diet primarily consists of insects and spiders. It is an insectivorous feeding on terrestrial invertebrates that it gleans from rock faces. Occasionally, it may also chase flying insects in short sallies from its perch on a rock wall. Now, another bird, that is Columbia's redstart, which is also of national concern, which is also of concern in this region, that is the Kashmir region. This Columbia's redstart is a small and sturdy songbird found in the Old World flycatcher family, that's Muscidae. Columbia's redstart is locally known as Chastal or Kumiri in the Kolhai area of Kashmir. It is a bird that can be found in this region and is well adapted to the fast flowing streams and rivers of Kashmir, which provide an ideal habitat for these. In Kashmir, as in other parts of its range, the male Columbia's redstart is noted for its slate blue color with a rusty red tail, while the female is pale gray with a white rump. They are protective of their territory and exhibit interesting behaviors such as flying vertically above the water to catch flies before gliding down in a spiral back to the same spot birds. They have high vocalizations that can be surprisingly audible even over the sound of roaring water. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How
Yeah.
beautifully and extensively you walked us through the birds found in Kashmir. Like we were not, it was so beautiful and so elaborate and detailed. Thank you so much, Shazia. And yes, ma'am, over to you, ma'am.
I was just engrossed in that what different type of beautiful birds the God has made. So there is always, something connected to that, that why the God has made a particular animal or bird. So there is a, like, when we tell the children, we say it is a food chain or whatever. And throughout the world, lots of work is being done on the birds and how to save them. So as Shazia was talking, that some birds, they are not being conserved properly and their number is going down. So we should try that, we should, conserve the birds. So Shazia, how you people are trying to conserve the birds, or what human beings should do for that? Will you tell us, Shazia?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Uh,
My pleasure. Firstly, we are making masses aware of this.
Yes.
and then in Kashmir, I mean, is there any pollution there, that they are dying or they are not getting food, or maybe they are not getting shelter, because they need shelter also. And for the reproduction also, they have to keep their eggs at some, nest. So that way, are you trying
And
to-
we
yeah.
teach them. We teach them about their importance, about their habitat importance.
Okay. So I want the audience also, if they want to ask some questions about birds, because in Mumbai, Salim Ali, everybody knows his name, that he has done lot of work on
Bird
the
announcing,
birds.
yeah.
Yeah,
Ma'am.
and we have got a, conservation center also here. So that way we are taking our children to that, conservation center, and there are many birds here also, and we are trying to conserve them. So today you people are talking about birds, so I want that all of us, in society and the educators and in the schools, we should tell them that we should give them food if possible, and during the summers we should keep water in vessels somewhere so that the birds can drink and they should not perish. So this is what we should do. This is what I feel. And I want the participants, if anybody wants to ask a question, please.
So Shazia, I was like a question came in my mind because you have done such extensive study and so I was just thinking, where did you get your motivation and who inspired you to work for birds? Like, where did you get this ignition from? So would you like to share with us?
Yes, ma'am. Why not? During my MSc, we had a project related to anthropogenic pressures on wetland, especially the Hokersar wetland. When we visited this wetland several times, we were going through bird diversity of that wetland, which fascinated me as well as my friends. We were every day talking about the bird diversity, about those fascinating birds, and that was my inspiration, especially choosing the topic riverine birds because of the conservation concerns. Here, we usually prefer protected areas for the research purpose. That has much more importance uh, in place of unprotected areas. But I choose unprotected areas because I found it more need. I found much more need for their protection. So, as per research concerns, I choose this field.
Very good. Wonderful. Really great. Like, it's so heartwarming that, youth are thinking like that. Youth want to make this earth a better place. So, yes, wonderful.
So, as I told you, that every small creature which God has created, so there is some meaning attached to that, that why the creature is created. And when we people are going to conserve them, then something good will happen to planet, because all of us know that if the biodiversity is not there, if the temperature, global warming will keep on rising, then the human kind will also perish from the planet. So the work which you people are doing, conservation of the biodiversity, really, I want to appreciate you people. And that was a wonderful, insight about the birds. And I want the participants also to ask some questions. Sudhakar sir is there. Today he is not there. DKIF president and other participants. So,
No, I am here. I am here, ma'am. Good evening
sir,
to you.
welcome, sir. Sir, what do you think about the birds? That birds have got, some place in our lives, and also, in our when we in many stories also, if I integrate it with that, many birds like Garuna Devta, everybody knows, and these are mentioned. So what do you think about the birds by your heart? What is their importance to all of us?
Birds, I know only, that birds can fly and birds can fly higher. And, you know, they never feel defeated. Uh, I have seen whenever somebody breaks their nest, they don't give up, and again they start
Building.
making their nests, right?
Oh, that's great, sir. A good
Okay,
thing you're talking
so
about.
so they are fighters, And Goraya,
Yes, yes.
Goraya, but I don't see much of Gorayas now.
We have to conserve them, sir.
Yes, so because I used to have this army background. My father was in army, so I used to see Gorayas uh, in our surroundings. Even when the windows were open, they would enter inside. And once what happened that one of the gorillas uh, got ill and came to my house. So we were so small, and then we treated that gorilla. And you won't believe, uh, she started living with us. We would feed her, and whenever we are studying on the table, she would come and sit. So I got reminded of that event, that time. So what I feel is that one should have birds in ourselves. Never give up. Have fighting attitude. So birds I love, but I don't know much about birds. So whatever I could.
No, you said such a good thing, sir. And I always, even in my house, they make a nest. I always pray God that uh, two pigeons they should fly from a house. So, sir, that was a very good, thing which you had talked about. It was so emotional. And now I will ask Basu, madam, to
Yes,
introduce the second speaker.
yes. Thank you so much. Uh,
Thank you.
thank you once again, Shazia. Thank you. And you have really been able to make us understand the interconnectedness of our lives. Yeah, brought about this aspect. So now we have with us, Laraiba Hamid, who is going to tell us about her journey, her research, her findings. So over to you. Over to you, Laraiba Hamid. Are you there?
Yeah, ma'am. So, good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir. I'll be sharing my screen.
Good evening. Please share your video, Laraiba. You're welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sugandhi,
Is it
madam,
visible now?
you are visible.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please share her PPT. I think
Sir,
she's
first of all,
yes.
I want to
Thank you, Sugandhi.
first,
Please start.
Ye- Yes, ma'am. She can start, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Laraiba, please start.
I think there is some glitches, I think some
Okay, okay.
network issues.
I'll just talk to her on phone if there is any.
Yeah.
We'll
Yes, if you
sort it
can
out.
have a word with her.
Yeah, yeah.
me too. Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Yes.
Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Not at all. Not at all.
So, good evening, everybody. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. Good evening, all the participants. Am I audible?
Yes. Of course.
Okay.
Yes. Clearly.
So, my I'm Laraba Hamid, and this is my presentation. I'll be delivering this topic that is rather a discussion: animal biodiversity of Kashmir and conservation by green education.
Laraiba, can you be little louder, please?
Your PPT is not moving. Laraiba?
Some glitch. Yeah. It's working. It's working.
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes, clear.
Sorry. Basically, we are having elections in our constituency, so they are decreasing the internet connectivity speed.
Yes. No problem. Carry on.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry. So, ma'am, this topic that is animal biodiversity of Kashmir, conservation by green education. So, first of all, I'll introduce my topic that is our Kashmir Valley has a captivating, rich animal biodiversity. It's nature's opulent symphony of life. Our valley is nestled amidst the Himalayan ranges. Kashmir boasts a rich tapestry of wildlife. Today, we'll embark on a journey through its diverse ecosystems and encounter its inhabitants. So, first, we'll see the unique and important animals found in our valley. The hangul that we call as Kashmiri stag, its zoological name is Sarvas hangulu hangul. It's a critically endangered species, which it in itself speaks that it needs conservation. It's a red deer native to the dense forests of Kashmir, usually found in Dachigam National Park. This park is nestled in Zabarwan mountain range, and this place is the crucial habitat for hangul, which offers the necessary shelter and sustenance for this species to thrive. But unfortunately, its population has decreased significantly over the years due to the factors like habitat loss, poaching, human wildlife conflict, and other competition among domestic livestock. So, as of January 22, we have seen less than 300 individuals in the wild, making it one of the rarest red species on the planet. Various conservation efforts have led by organizations of Jammu and Kashmir Wildlife Department and other NGOs to protect the Hangul population. It's one of the step that was taken by this wildlife department was making a wildlife sanctuary where this Hangul is, Hangul stays. We have made a wildlife sanctuary there, and sorry, a national park there. Various other steps have been taken to conserve this species. Various efforts like habitat conservation, anti-poaching measures, community engagement, captive breeding, and translocation initiatives have been done to conserve it. Another important animal is markhor. It's Capra falcon. It's basically a wild goat species, but it's very important to Kashmir. Like you have heard that shahtoos, important shawls made from Kashmir, pashmina. These are the goats that provide us that important woolen garments. But unfortunately, their number is decreasing, which will affect everything drastically, significantly. Their population is decreasing as of 22 January. We have seen that they are very little. Their number is decreasing, and in some areas they have been affected by habitat loss, poaching for their meat, prized horns.
Laraiba, we lost you again. Laraiba, we lost you in between.
Oh, sorry, ma'am.
Okay, just listen to me.
do you think this is the best place where you get the maximum amount of internet, or do you think a little bit of shifting your place could help a little better?
It's basically, ma'am, due to elections. We have elections going on in Kashmir.
I
They are
understood. I understood. I got it. I'm just saying, is the internet which is working is in
this is
front
the
of
best
you?
place where I can have the better internet connectivity. I'm
So
so
we are
sorry for this.
helping our
That's
country,
okay. We
right?
understand.
At the
We
same time, you are trying your best.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Let us
Good
listen
one.
to you about such animals I have not seen here. What the two
Yes,
hangus and
these
the
animals
black
are
goat.
endemic to Kashmir only.
Yeah,
So, ma'am, you have heard about pashmina shawls and all that.
Yes. Yes.
This
the,
animal
Beautiful
we have
provides
thing.
us, these goats provide us that pashmina wool.
we have pashmina shawls. You know, our
Yes, ma'am.
mothers have bought from there, and I
Yes,
know
ma'am.
pashmina shawls are 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, and 5 lakhs.
Exactly, ma'am.
That much,
It,
but
yes, it enhances the
but we should not kill the animals to get pashmina, because this is a very bad practice. Even in foreign countries, they are having the mink is an animal which is having very good soft hairy skin. And what happens, that they uh, leave the animal
disconnect, no?
to
It's basically, ma'am, their fur is rare.
yeah, that's right. So please carry on.
Please carry.
Only their fur is rare, and that fur is used to make pashmina shawls. The animals are not killed for that particular thing.
But in foreign, the mink is killed and they are left to die on the ice, because that way they get soft mink. So these atrocities
Oh,
are taking place abroad, and these very rich ladies, they show off.
yes, ma'am. That is not a good practice. That's not a
Yes.
good
So
practice.
these things we should discuss. And now please carry on your next slide.
Also, the markhor population is declined. Another animal, important animal we have is snow leopard. Snow leopard is an international. It's declared as vulnerable species on IUCN Red List of threatened species. It is also facing the high risk of extinction in the wild. If we do not take important steps, then we will lose this species forever. Am I audible?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, main threats that decline the population of snow leopards, they are habitat loss, prey depletion, retaliatory killings by herders protecting their livestock, and in Kashmir and other Himalayan regions, snow leopards are found, and conservation status is underway to protect these magnificent big cats. We have actually a lot of videos are surfacing online, but what happens is people uh, people cut the forests, ma'am, to make their homes, houses.
Yeah, we lost you again.
I think these leopards, they are found only in cold countries, or maybe in Kashmir she's talking about.
Yeah, yes, yes. Snow
Yes.
leopard. She's talking about in Kashmir only.
Yeah, yeah. So I was not knowing as such that in Kashmir we are having so many animals and we have to conserve them, like hangul. Hangul, it is a species of stag which is found in Kashmir, and we have to conserve it. And they are doing their best to
Yes.
conserve.
Now we got you. Are you? Can we? Are you there? Yes.
And what have been done to protect these animals? We have made protected areas, habitat conservation is going on, where we are establishing and managing protected areas. Conservation corridors are made to safeguard snow leopard habitats and ensure availability of prey species, because it's important for them to feed. They need to prey on something to eat. Community-based conservation is another, where we engage local communities in conservation initiatives such as providing incentives for coexisting with snow leopards, promoting sustainable livelihoods, and involving in communities in anti-poaching efforts. Where research and monitoring, where we give our part is like conducting research on snow leopard, its population dynamics, its movement patterns of to inform the conservation strategies, monitored population trends where we give our part to save them, whatever we can do for them. Another thing is anti-poaching measures where government takes part is like strengthening law enforcement efforts, anti-poaching and illegal trade in snow leopard parts, as well as implement measures to reduce human-wildlife conflict. International collaborations is where we collaborate with governments, NGOs, researchers, and local communities across snow leopard range to coordinate conservation efforts and share best practices. Another important is Kashmir black bear. It's also called as Himalayan black bear. It's a fascinating species usually found in Central Asia. These bears have a jet black fur, which provides excellent camouflage in their forested habitats. Kashmir black bears are omnivorous. They eat variety of foods such as berries and small mammals. Usually they raid agricultural crops, so which leads to the human-wildlife conflict. So, but this animal is also vulnerable. That is, it can go extinct or endangered in any particular moment if we do not take conservation measures. What are its threats? Are habitat loss, degradation, deforestation, human encroachment into their habitat, illegal hunting of these for like for traditional medicine, human wildlife conflicts, particularly with farmers, which are aided by bears because they usually go to maize fields, apple orchards. So, where human wildlife conflict takes place. And finally, at the receiving end are these bears. So conservation efforts are underway. People are doing work on it, like anti-poaching measures, habitat conservation. These are certain things to provide to conserve these iconic species. And various things have been done and are particularly going on. Various projects are coming to the universities.
So in Kashmir, as I can see, these bears are found.
Brown bear.
Yeah, and they are not the white bear, as we have got polar bears. They are, black bear she has shown, and now this one is brown bear. But there is a
I'm not,
conflict.
you're not audible, ma'am.
No, no, you are audible. Please start.
So, protecting these subspecies is essential for biodiversity conservation efforts in the region, particularly Kashmir. So, brown bear is an apex predator. It's important if we have to maintain the ecosystem balance, we have to protect our apex predator, that's brown bear. Its feeding habits particularly helping its prey population, vegetation dynamic, nutrient recycling, like that. So it also holds a cultural significance, and people have a lot of spiritual beliefs and other things related to this. So another important thing is that if we have bears in our wildlife, it attracts tourists. People come and watch them. They are fascinated by them. So this also helps in ecotourism. Studying brown bear populations in Kashmir provides insights into their behavior, population dynamics, research initiatives, and another things, which promotes coexistence between bears and local communities, which is very important for our conservation. So we have to preserve them anyhow. Another is musk deer. Musk deer is a deer species where we get the musk perfume, which is a particularly very costly perfume we get from male musk deer. But its population is declining. People are doing illegal trade of musk, just killing these animals without, nobody questions them. They are killing these unique creatures and um,
These musk deer, they are killed for their, kasturi.
Perfume.
Yeah, kasturi in Hindi we call it kasturi. Yes, yes. It's not good.
We lost her again. S- The
Illegally,
place,
ma'am.
no problem.
So we have to raise awareness among the local communities, policymakers, general public about this conservation. So educational programs, workshops, and other outreach activities. It's a sense of stewardship towards these animals and their habitats. Another is a red fox. Red fox is it's not yet vulnerable or threatened or endangered, but it can be like what happened to the other animals can happen to this particular animal as well. So we have to take important steps in its conservation for its conservation as well. And coming to the another is Himalayan ibex. It's also a goat species found in Central Asia. They're important for their woolly coats. Like we derived rare fur from them and used for making some woolen garments. They also are facing the same threats like from anthropogenic pressures, human pressures, habitat loss, and other things. So important thing is how we can conserve them, how we can mitigate and rectify these things what are going. It's what I have summed up is by green education. I don't think there's another thing which can help mitigate this rather than green education. Green education can play a vital role in conservation of animal biodiversity by raising awareness, fostering appreciation, promoting sustainable practices, awareness building, understanding threats, how we can identify the threats such as habitat loss, poaching, pollution, climate change, and individuals are better equipped to take actions to address these. Promoting coexistence, empowering communities.
So the awareness of these animals, it is very important among people. So I think all of us, like the participants, Dr. Kamal Gouda and Sudhakar.
Among government agencies and organizations, academic institutions, local communities to work together rather towards by developing partnerships and sharing knowledge and resources, stakeholders can maximize their efforts on wildlife conservation and lifelong learning, uh, giving common masses the education that how much these particular animals are important for our sustainable life. And overall, green education serves as a powerful tool for raising awareness, building this mobilizing action for the conservation of animal biodiversity in Kashmir, and environmental education and formal education curriculum and all these things. I think this is my point of view how we can conserve them, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was really, really wonderful. Really
Thank you,
wonderful.
ma'am.
Really wonderful. Like you have really made it clear that how education, precisely quality education, I mean to say,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, should be
Yes,
a
ma'am.
means to save the environment, like a green education.
Last time, ma'am, there was a video surfacing online where a leopard has entered a population of some village. But what people did, because they were not educated how to handle a wild animal, how to call wildlife, or even some people from wildlife department, they brought these long sticks and started to beat that animal, beat the hell out of him. So they were not educated how to handle an animal. They did so much brutality to that animal. So this
The
is my
same thing
motive
is
to
happening in
educate the
Mumbai
common
also.
people that
What
these are
you said
not our
about leopard.
enemies.
We have got leopard here at Sanjay Gandhi Park, where I am
Yes,
residing.
ma'am.
So if some leopard they find, they kill the leopard. They don't know how to handle.
Yes,
That's what.
ma'am. This is where we are lagging behind. This is the thing where we need to come forward and educate our people. We
Yeah.
have even government is funding a lot of projects. Like we're getting projects in lakhs, crores, but we are doing our part. Researchers can do their part, but it's then finally the people who are living around these national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, who can do their, ma'am.
Really, it is very good to know about this. And
Yes, ma'am.
like,
So,
I'm so emotional. How about you, Sue?
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
How about you after knowing what is happening to the animals? Such
When I
beautiful.
saw that video, I was very, I was devastated. Like, how can someone do to an innocent wild animal? Though its name is wild, but it doesn't mean it's our enemy or someone who's just coming to attack us. Even in that video, I saw that a leopard was just going minding its own business, but people were like, "No, we have to beat it. We have to beat it." They are like, "Huh, yes, we are heroes," but it's not like that, ma'am.
So
Yeah.
yeah, Shazia. May I come in, Shazia? I am I right to say Shazia? Is that name correct?
Laraiba. She
Yes,
is
sir.
Laraiba.
Yes,
Laraiba.
sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. Uh, so it was a good presentation, and I
Thank you, sir.
appreciate you for that. And
Thank you, sir.
Rashmi ma'am was very much adamant that she said that two girls, they are very bright PhD scholars, and
Thank you, sir.
she said ki, I want them to come to this platform, and
It's our
so
pleasure,
I was
sir.
happy to hear that. I was happy to hear that because I can see the girls not only in cities like metro cities like Delhi, NCR, or other metros. Uh, we have, for Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir, we have uh, a great heart for all of the Kashmiris over there, and especially for the girls. And when we
Thank you, sir.
see the people like you coming forward, I think that the empowering woman, uh, that initiatives being taken by so many organizations, it's coming out with very good foods. Uh, so I was very happy when I heard that two girls, and that is PhD scholars, are coming from J&K. And I instantly said, ki, yes, ma'am, you should go ahead with this. Now, this
Oh,
Thank you,
was
thank you,
sir.
sir.
one thing. This is one thing. Another part is, see, where there is a challenge,
Mm.
where there is a challenge or challenges, there are opportunities as well. Understand? Uh, as you said that people over there, even the forest officials, are not trained on how to handle these wild animals, right?
Most of them, yes, sir.
So now this is a challenge, but then there is an opportunity.
Mm.
Opportunity to you, opportunity for all of us who are present here, because uh, then if you do something, right? If you plan something, after certain period of time, people will start recognizing you. Okay, because nobody took initiative onto that, right?
Yes,
Nobody
sir.
took initiative onto that. So you would be recognized as a person who started doing it. See, Dr. Kalam International Foundation is the first organization which started, inculcating research at the foundational level, basic foundational level. I mean, the school students. We started
Mm.
training teachers into research domain, and also the students of the schools, right? And you won't believe they are writing a quality research paper, and they are presenting it also, right? So what I mean to say is that uh, you have to take, you have to initiate that, and people will start recognizing you, appreciating your efforts, right? So,
Yes,
you
yes.
know, DKIF, that is Dr. Kalam International Foundation. In short, we say DKIF with love. So, DKIF is, it's on the ideals. It follows the ideals of Dr. Kalam. And if you plan something, doing something for world life, uh, uh, we are there with you. You could be the, ambassador, and even Rashmi ma'am would also be there, and will, whatever we can do uh, to assist you, help you, rather with you for these, wild animals. Will be happy to do that. So I think that you should take initiative. You should plan. We can have a meeting after this international conference that's going to happen from May 26th to May 30th. So we can have a plan. We can meet online and we can plan and do something about it. So thank you very much. I took a lot of time of yours. Thanks, Rashmi ma'am, and thanks, Devasri ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Devasri
Thank
ma'am,
you, sir.
moderation is quite fantastic. It's very good. Where do you live, ma'am? You are in Kolkata or you are in Delhi NCR?
I am in Mumbai, sir. Thank you
You
so
are in
much.
Mumbai. Okay, close to Rashmi, ma'am. Okay.
Yes. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Thank you for your kind words.
Thank you. And
Okay.
it was a very good, day. Laraiba is there, Shazia is there, Vasu ma'am is there, and the participants are there. Only I wanted that they should ask some questions because this, topic is so much close to our heart.
So, someone wants to ask a question. Please go ahead. Um,
क्या हमारी आवाज जा रही है
yes,
Yes,
बासु
yes.
मैम
yes, yes.
क्या मैं हिंदी लैंग्वेज में बात बोल सकता हूँ
Of
हिंदी में
course.
बोल सकता
हमारी
course.
राष्ट्रभाषा
Yes,
है.
दोनों
नहीं मैं पटना बिहार से जुड़ा हुआ हूँ बासु मैम और संजोग है कि मुझे इसकी जानकारी मुझे फेसबुक के माध्यम से मिली और मैं यहाँ जुड़ पाया अगर मुझे लगता है कि अगर ये प्लेटफॉर्म ना होता तो शायद हम लोग आप लोग से जुड़ नहीं पाते इतनी अच्छे तरीके से दोनों दीदी जो है प्रेजेंटेशन को दिए हैं और एक नई जानकारी मिल पाई जो कि मैं बिहार में बैठकर इस तरह की चीजों को मैं जान पाया और वास्तविकता है कि इन्वायरमेंट रश्मि मैम और बासु मैम मैं देखता हूँ कि लोग बातें तो करते हैं मगर काम बहुत कम हो पाता है इसके प्रति लोग जागरूक नहीं हो इसका कारण है सबसे बड़ा कि जागरूकता नहीं है और मैं समझता हूँ इसलिए क्योंकि देखिए मैं पत्रकारिता का विद्यार्थी रहा हूँ तो मुझे लगता है कि एक पत्रकारिता का विद्यार्थी किसी रिसर्च स्कॉलर से भी कम नहीं होता है क्योंकि उसके उसके जीवन में ऑटोमेटिक है कि वो शोध हमेशा करने का होता है वो जब मीडिया हाउस में कोई भी वर्क करने वाला हो उसके लिए हमेशा शोध का ही प्रक्रिया चलता है क्योंकि जब तक शोध नहीं करेगा तो वो कुछ अच्छा नहीं कर पाएगा न्यूज सही मायने में दे नहीं पाएगा
एग्जैक्टली
तो
बिल्कुल
आज मैं समझता हूँ कि सूचना तो है मगर संवाद खत्म होते जा रहा है और जिस तरीके की मीडिया को इस तरह के एनवायरनमेंट पर के प्रति लोगों को अवेयरनेस करने की जरूरत है बड़े बड़े प्लेटफॉर्म तो काम करते हैं मैम एनजीओ तो उनके पास पीआर करने के लिए पैसे होते हैं इकोनॉमिकली चीजें होती हैं वो तो कर लेते हैं मगर जो छोटे छोटे एनजीओ वाले जो लोग हैं जो अच्छे काम करते हैं उन्हें दिखाने वाले कोई नहीं होता है तो ऐसी स्थिति में मैं समझता हूँ कि अगर मीडिया वाला अगर ऐसे छोटे छोटे एनजीओ के पास भी पहुंचे जो अच्छे वर्क कर रहे हैं जैसे देखिए दोनों दीदी ने बहुत अच्छे से प्रेजेंटेशन दिया और इतनी अच्छी जानकारी साझा की अगर ये प्लेटफॉर्म ना होता तो मुझे लगता है कि इस तरह का जानकारी मुझे नहीं मिल पाता क्योंकि जो रिसर्च स्कॉलर है दीदी आप दोनों मैं तो समझता हूँ कि आप दोनों का मेहनत है क्योंकि आप इस प्रेजेंटेशन को बनाने के लिए कितनी मेहनत की होंगी कि ये आप दोनों ही जानती हैं और यहाँ तो बड़ी वरिष्ठ हैं रेशमी त्यागी मैम और बासु मैम और जो भी बोल रहे थे सर तो सभी वरिष्ठ हैं मैं तो एक बच्चा हूँ अभी और मैं यहाँ इस ज्ञान के यज्ञ में जुड़ पाया आप लोग के बीच बैठ पाया और मुझे लगता है कि आगे भी इस तरह का मुझे अवसर मिलेगा आप लोग के साथ जुड़ने का तो मैं बिल्कुल जुड़ूंगा और मैं यहाँ से कुछ जरूर सीख कर जाऊंगा लोगों के बीच में काम भी कर पाऊंगा बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद बहुत बहुत आभार मैं
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you so much, Sonu Kapoor, Sonu Kumar. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
बहुत अच्छी बात. We are all thankful to you for giving this, whatever you have talked about this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can just wind up, and I will ask Mrs. Basu only.
Yeah.
Shri Basu?
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you once again, everyone. Yes.
Basu ma'am, just a second.
Yes.
Actually, I would like to invite Sugandhi ma'am to say a few words, and then Basu ma'am, because we did not invite her today. Okay,
No, that's
Sugandhi
great,
ma'am,
sir.
it is because it is customary custom of these sessions that we invite Sugandhi ma'am.
Yes, she's from
Yes.
Sri Lanka.
Yes.
Sugandhi
Yes.
ma'am, are you there?
Yes, she's there.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yeah,
Thank you
please.
for inviting, sir. Actually, a different zone today for us. Day by day, we are gaining a lot of knowledge. Thank you for all the searches from your side. It's actually not about one thing. Today we learned a different zone. So thank you to all the speakers. Rashmi ma'am, so you're simply superb. You're good in everything. I don't know what you do. I'm wondering what you will not know, right? So every day you are a person who is presenting with lot of knowledge. So really happy and thankful for our association to make us for introducing such wonderful educators for us. And also Hamid ma'am, Zazia ma'am, you're really thankful for you for presenting yourself today. And Basu ma'am, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Great presentation. And I would like to invite a participant who is Mr. Shirandi Silva. So would you like to convey any messages to
Shirandi.
the... Yes, sir.
Sir, you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir,
Yes.
we can.
Yes.
Yeah, because I am from Sri Lanka, from Vattala area. We have a preschool. My wife is conducting the school. Now almost 66 years up to now. We are continuing our school, right? My wife have experience around 33 years in the preschool training, as well as that grandma is started this school. Now we are continuing. Because I want to know about, because we have a big experience regarding child education as well as daycare. We have a very big daycare also. And the most important thing is the nutrition programs. Because we have education methods and everything for current latest technologies. Yesterday also I go through one Zoom meeting regarding the technology plus the kids, something like that. The problem is in our school, our children, almost the parents also have a very big issue regarding that nutrition. Because once the nutrition, they got that good food and good health and everything, they can pick up their minds. Because we have seen that as well as the children's morning breakfast and other things, there are very big issues. I'm not blaming to government or anything, because we are seeing in this every day. We also try to do our best, but almost we can give a very good education once their mental satisfaction is there. Because once they didn't got any vitamins or something like that, they are not come out. Only thing is, according to our experience, we have that very big issue. Now, always if you are going for a conference or meeting or anything, we have planned and we are telling about the present method of the teaching and that but nobody is involved and check it who is getting this benefit only for preschool children. Once we educated, then we are giving our knowledge and everything to the preschool children. Once they are not getting any vitamins or something like nutrition, then they cannot catch up what we are going to give them. That is the most, because according to, I also work with the ACT organization, ACT, International Geneva Organization, as well as the National Christian Council as a consultant. Because nutrition at that time also, I am specially checking the nutrition program.
Definitely, we'll work out on that, sir. We'll see what are the possibilities we have from our side. Definitely, we'll work on that and let you know about it, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, madam.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir, for your participation. And
thank you very much.
Any other Sri Lankan participants who wants to share a few words on this presentation? Okay, so I think for the moment we have no one. So it's time to wind up, thanking Sudhakar sir and Janaka sir for creating all these platform for us. Thanks a lot. And it's my time to remind about the conference. So we'll be having the conference in New Delhi on 26th to 30th of May. So we invite everybody to participate and gain a lot, much more. So good night to you all. Let's meet up in another session. Thank you for joining.